David Nation from Fort Worth, Texas. Lap Gang, live long and prosper. Shout out to Roy. He actually at school right now in his books and shit. C Dash, my producer, and my homeboy D Winfrey.
Definitely. So, I mean, how do you feel about, DFW hip hop community, right now?
Really, honestly, and see, I feel like I was gonna have to. See, I don't know, like I can't really, cause I don't really. I listen to everybody, but really, honestly, a lot of the niggas that I listen to like be like in other states and shit. So I really listen to a lot of people outside of Texas. But I mean, as far as like, I got homeboys in other states. So when they ask me like who hot down here, like, I can't really say shit, cause they listen to like, Lil Ronnie and. He cool though, so I say like Lil Ronnie or something like that, but I really just listen to anything. So as far as the scene though, like everybody got potential, but I don't really feel like niggas really like, can like work with each other because they're scared somebody gonna outshine one another. So they don't wanna have that chance with somebody, but I feel like if you're really gonna fuck with somebody and you gonna build a relationship, at the end of the day, if they go, you gonna go, because they always gonna keep your name, like. So,
Definitely. Well, what separates you from a lot of these artists?
My story. I can say that, and I'm gonna say that because when a lot of people, they like to say that music different, which I don't. I guess that's cool, but all this shit sound the same to me. The only thing that's gonna ever be different is your story. It's a million ways to say everything, you gonna say. So. I feel like that's what really pulled me apart in my story. So ain't nobody gonna tell my story because ain't nobody live my life.
Right, now you mentioned your story, but tell us a little about your story.
Man, really, I can't get too personal, but as far as anything goes, for real, like, in and out the house, typical, in and out the house, wasn't really trying to follow no rules. I thought I knew everything, was in the streets, shit. Fast money. But really, like right now, like I dropped out of school my 11th grade year, and a lot of people look down on me for that shit. But that's what they gon' do. But at the end of the day, they just look down on you because they feel like once you drop out of school and shit, it's like, your life ain't gonna go nowhere because they feel like the books is what you need, which in some cases is true. But if you believe in yourself and you believe in your craft, I really feel like you can do better than what they already think. So as far as all that shit goes, like, and personal problems with like, my mom and shit, she don't really be like talking to me and shit. She don't talk to nobody, but it's like that shit really like, I don't know, but it just give me something to talk about when shit get deep. So
right now, was dropping out of school, was music one of the reasons why you dropped out of school?
Nah, and honestly, I tell everybody because I never wanted to rap. Like that shit just happened off of who I was fucking with, my homeboy. He was rapping all the time, and I was fucking around one day. I was like, put me on the track and shit. And I started spitting, and like it flowed. Always anybody gonna have rhythm. You're gonna know how to rhyme and shit. But once I really realized what I could talk about, that's when I really realized I was fucking with that rapping shit. And a lot of people, was telling me it was nice and shit, cause. I was always trying to do something like dancing or being funny. Like I was a funny guy, so but rapping really just kind of blindsided me, and so we just taking off with it right now. So that's really what I'm trying to do, man.
Right. When it comes to DFW artists, what artists do you plan on working with in the future that you haven't worked with already?
Really, honestly, I want to work with anybody. I ain't gonna say anybody, but you gotta be like serious with your shit, like. But I think as far as an artist I would like to work with, I can't really name nobody in Texas, man. Like I said, I listen to a lot of people outside of Texas, but I guess I would. For like the, for who it is, I guess I could say like maybe like Young Nation or some shit. Kid Swag, I like Kid Swag. I fuck with Kid Swag for real. Like a lot of niggas don't. I fuck with that nigga shit. Outside of Texas, shit. Dude named Jody Duff in Chicago. Think about fucking with him. I just really like to do outside shit. Like I got a song I did with this guy named Poet. He in Queens, and he actually fucked with me when I had dropped my mixtape with DJ Situation on like mixtapes or whatever. He had heard it and wrote me on Twitter and shit. Said he liked my shit, and he had actually dropped the mixtape that same day too. So I listened to his shit, and he good. So fucked with him. We got a little song together, but I don't think I'm gonna drop it no time. So I think I'm just waiting for the mixtape to drop. So that's really how that go. But I mean, as far as like Texas, like I work with anybody, man. Like it's home team, like you know what I'm saying. So
now you live in Fort Worth. You know, Fort Worth and Dallas, they don't really, you know, collab on a lot of shit. It's really harder. It's hard to come out of Dallas, but it's real hard to come out of Fort Worth.
Right.
What do you plan on doing to get your name ringing in Fort Worth, knowing that it's extremely hard to get it popping out here?
Really, I think the big thing is, I talk to a lot of my homeboys and a lot of people who do music with me. I really try to tell them, like, basically the main focus is gonna be shows. Like, we got the talent, we got the music, you know, we know the people, but it's really about the shows and going to the show and, you know what I'm saying, sharing it. It's about sharing that energy with the people, you know what I'm saying? Like, somebody can listen to your music, but it's way different than, like, actually watching you perform, you know what I'm saying? Like, almost like a song and a music video. You know, people like visuals more than audio. So I really think the shows is really gonna, you know what I'm saying, do that. But shit, niggas struggling trying to find shows, like open mics and shit, but you know, you can't really do no shit like that. That's why everybody going to like Dallas and shit, cause they got the big functions and shit going on and festivals and shit. Which I ain't knocking that shit, cause shit, I wanna do that shit. Like I plan on it, but it's like, you know, until like Fort Worth, they find some type of shit to really just put together, like, until then, I feel like the plan that I think will work for people to come out of Fort Worth and really fuck shit up, you know. She just fucking with people outside of Fort Worth. And that's really how a lot of niggas doing it, so.
Right, now, let the people know where we can go find your music, what's coming soon. You just dropped a mixtape with DJ Situation. Let them know all that.
Well, of course, you get a DNA. I dropped it probably like 3 months ago. Live mixtapes, SoundCloud, David Nation. Yeah, I think / David Nation. Really, that's really just like, that's where I post my music, like SoundCloud, and like I used to use like a bunch of sites and shit, but I felt like that shit was sloppy. You know what I'm saying? Just have shit everywhere. So really just SoundCloud, shit, Twitter, David Nation, Lab, LLAP, Instagram, Dave, LLAP, shit like that, YouTube, David Nation. And I really just, I haven't even been fucking with the YouTube, but I had just made one, because I mean, I got a lot of shit, so I mean, I needed somewhere, you know, videos and all that shit, so that's pretty much it right there.